I'll have a classic Manhattan, please. Thank you. Hey, mind if I join you, sweetheart? You're not much of a talker, huh? That's alright. Would you like another drink? Actually, on second thought, I don't want you to get too drunk. What do you have there? A rum and cola? Sometimes it's nice to just sit with someone, even without saying much. Relax, I don't bite. You seem a little out of place though. Having a rough night? I get it. Life has a way of doing that sometimes. I come here when I need to clear my head. It's quiet on certain days, and the company isn't half bad. What about you? What brings you here tonight? It's okay. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to. Sometimes it helps to have someone to talk to, even if they're a stranger. I don't know your story, but I can see you've got a lot on your mind. And you've had a few drinks. Maybe tonight isn't about figuring everything out. Maybe it's just about letting yourself breathe for a bit. You're sweet, you know? It's not every day I meet someone who's this shy. It's kind of cute. Don't worry though, I'm not here to make you uncomfortable. Just enjoy the moment. No expectations. What's that? Oh, you're finally speaking. Go ahead, continue what you were saying. Oh, I see. It must be really tough feeling like that. Loneliness can be so consuming. I'm surprised to hear that you've never had a girlfriend before. You're such a kind and attractive person. I would have thought you'd have been swept off your feet by now. You know, it's a shame that someone like you hasn't found that kind of connection yet. You deserve someone who sees how special you are. Yes, I am single too. I've been single for a while now. My past relationships just didn't work out. It's funny, really. A lot of the men I've met have had fragile egos and were so insecure. They couldn't handle the fact that I'm taller than them. I always thought it was a silly reason for things not working out. But it seems to matter more to some people than I expected. It's not easy finding someone who can appreciate you for who you are. Sometimes it feels like the right person is just out of reach. But I think that when the right person does come along, they'll see past things like height or superficial traits. Even though things haven't worked out for me before, it doesn't mean I've given up on finding the right person. Sometimes it's all about meeting the right person at the right time. Who knows? Maybe we both have a chance to change that today. I think you're someone who's worth getting to know better. And, well, if you'd like to, I'd be open to seeing where things could go between us. It would be nice to explore what we have here. I think we might be good for each other. I get it. It might seem like we're rushing things a bit. But sometimes, when you meet someone who feels right, it's hard not to want to explore that connection. You're kind, and I can sense that you have a gentle, submissive side. And honestly, I find that endearing. I've seen the way you looked at me when I walked in. It wasn't just about admiration. It was like you were captivated by the idea of being with someone like me. A tall, older woman. It's more about the way you looked at me. The way you seemed drawn to me. It's like there was a spark. It's almost like you've been waiting for someone to come along who fits that description perfectly. I don't often meet someone who resonates with me the way you do. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but it feels like you're the type who's ready to embrace a dynamic where you're taken care of by someone who knows what they want. So, if this sounds like something you'd be interested in exploring, I'd be more than happy to continue getting to know you. Just know that I'm genuinely intrigued by what I see in you. I see you're curious about that. Well, I've been around for quite a while and I've had the chance to meet many people. When you've interacted with as many people as I have, you start to develop an intuition about people. It's not something I consciously try to do. It just comes naturally over time. People's emotions, their subtle cues, and even their unspoken desires. They all reveal themselves in different ways. It's like a skill that sharpens with experience. I've learned to pick up on these things, and it helps me connect with others. So, while it might seem like a special talent, it's really just the result of spending a lot of time observing and interacting. And I have to say, I'm glad to have had the chance to meet someone like you. It's all part of how I connect with people I meet. And I'm genuinely interested in getting to know you more. Well, I may not be as much of a stranger as you think I am. Just for fun, why don't you try and guess what I do for a living? Take a good look at me and make a guess. That's a good guess, but you're not quite right. You've got one more guess, darling. I actually manage this bar. I've seen you come by quite often, and I must say, I've been meaning to meet you for a while. I guess I finally decided to make it happen tonight. I've always thought you seemed like someone worth getting to know better. Hmm, this place has a way of bringing people together, don't you think? So now that we've met, I'm really glad we finally had the chance to talk. You are a lot more endearing and handsome up close. Since we've had a nice chat and we've opened up about ourselves, how about this? Why don't you let me give you a taste of what it's like to have a girlfriend? To have me as your girlfriend? I can show you a bit of what the experience could be like. If it feels right, then we can talk more about getting to know each other better. It's a chance to see if there's a spark between us. And it might help you decide if you want to explore this further. Think of it as a way to get a feel for what it could be like. If you enjoy it, we can take things from there. And if it's not what you're looking for, that's perfectly okay too. Yeah? You'd like to try? That's what I like to hear. Let's make the most of this evening then. Why don't we head somewhere more private, where we can talk and get to know each other a bit more? My place? We're technically already here. Remember when I said I managed the bar? Well, I live upstairs as well. Come on, I'll take you there. So, here we are. Welcome to my place. It is quite bare, isn't it? I don't bother decorating. It's not like I invite people over often. Other than you, of course. Would you like some water to sober up? I think it's best we do. I wouldn't want you to forget about tonight. Here you go, sweetie. Careful. You don't want to drop the cup. Feeling a little better? Good. Drink up. Just to clarify, I'm not going to do anything to you while you still have alcohol in your system. I'll just take care of you until you feel better. Just wholesome, practice girlfriend things. Maybe next time when we're both fully sober, we can talk things over. But that's a discussion for another time. Come, let's move to my bed. Don't want you falling over now. Actually, on second thought, I'll just carry you instead. uh, Darling, don't freak out. Stop flailing your arms like that. You're going to make us both fall over. You're not heavy at all. Compared to the beer cases, pallets, kegs that I have to carry in every week, you are a feather. Have you ever been carried like this before? Especially by a woman? Other than when you were a kid, of course. No? Well, you seem to be enjoying it a lot. Having your body, your feet off the ground, in the arms of an older woman. Your dreams have come true today, hasn't it? There we go. I hope my bed is soft enough for you. Lay down, get comfortable. I'll lay next to you and we'll face each other like this. Shh. Don't be so nervous, darling. We can take things at your pace. There's no rush, no pressure. Just relax and be yourself. Being here with you like this, just the two of us, it's nice, isn't it? We can hear the bar from downstairs, but it's not too loud, is it? The noise will die down soon. The bar will close in an hour or so. You don't have to worry about a thing, love. I'm here to take care of you. Tonight, you don't need to carry the weight of the world. Let me show you what it's like to feel cared for, to be adored. You deserve this. To be loved, to feel safe, and to know that someone's here for you. You can close your eyes if you'd like. Imagine a future where you never have to feel lonely again, where you're always cared for, always treasured. With me, you'll always have someone by your side. I'll make sure of it. Can you feel that? My long manicured nails scratching your head? It's nice, isn't it? Mommy scratching all the right places. Yes, darling, you heard me right. I like to be called Mommy. It's a term of endearment that feels right to me. I'm sure you picked it up in our interaction from earlier, but I enjoy being dominant in relationships. I like the sense of care and control that comes with it. It's part of how I express my affection. The name Mommy just feels natural to me. It's a way of showing how much I care and how I want to guide and support my partner. I can tell you've been longing to call someone Mommy. But you haven't found the one yet, have you? Don't worry, my dear. I'm here now. I want to make sure you feel safe and cherished. And if calling me Mommy helps you feel that way, then it'll make me even more happy. Since we're talking about names and terms of endearment, I thought we could explore what you might like to be called. I've called you darling and sweetheart, but I want to know what you want me to call you. There are so many sweet and meaningful names that can make our time together feel even more special. For instance, some people like to be called baby or sweetie. It's all about finding what resonates with you and makes you feel cherished. I've also heard some people enjoy terms like honey or love. It's about expressing affection in a way that feels right for both of us. If you're into something a bit more specific, names like my pet or dear one can also be endearing. They add a touch of sweetness and intimacy to our interactions. But for you, oh, I can tell what you'd like to be called. You like to be praised, don't you? I think you like to be called a good boy. My good boy. Every submissive man's favorite 3 words. Am I wrong? Based on that reaction, I think I hit the jackpot. You can't hide it from me. I see right through you. You love being called that, don't you? My good boy. And don't worry, love. I'll make sure you hear it as much as you need to. My good boy. Look at you. I can already tell you like when I take charge. It's okay, darling. You're safe with me. There's no need to hide how much you enjoy this. I'll take good care of you. All you have to do is let go and be my good boy. See? I knew it. You're exactly my type. You're really adorable when you're all flustered like this. I think I found your weakness, haven't I? You love it when I praise you, when I tell you how good you are. You're such a handsome man, you know that? That shy smile, the way you're fidgeting with your fingers. It's honestly so endearing. And that nervous look in your eyes. it's cute. You're cute. Oh, don't try to cover your face. I can see right through that little act of yours. You love being seen, being appreciated. I can tell you've never really had someone notice all those little things about you, have you? The way you laugh when you're nervous, or how your eyes light up when you're excited. It's all so you, and I love it. It's okay to be shy. It just makes you more charming. And if I may say so, it makes you even more attractive. I bet no one's ever told you how irresistible you are when you're like this. Look at you. You're such a good boy for me. Being all shy and flustered. Just the way I like it. And you know what? That's one of my favorite things about you. You're genuine, you're sweet, and I can see that under all that shyness, you have so much to offer. You deserve to be praised. You deserve to hear how wonderful you are. Because you are, honey. More than you know. And don't worry. I'll remind you of that every chance I get. You're my good boy after all. Now, tell me, how does it feel to be praised like this? To be told how special you are? I can see the way your cheeks are flushed. So cute. It's like you're a little blushy mess, and it's absolutely adorable. It must feel nice to be desired. To have someone notice all those little things about you. You're a rare find, you know. A gentle soul in a world that often forgets how to appreciate kindness. It's refreshing to be with someone who isn't afraid to be vulnerable. Someone who embraces their submissive side. It makes me want to take care of you even more. You have so much to offer, and I want to help you see that. Being yourself is such a beautiful thing, and you deserve to be loved for exactly who you are. I'll be here to remind you every step of the way. Okay, darling? And I promise it's okay to let go a little. You can trust me. I want to be that person for you. Now, tell me, what would you like to hear me say next? More sweet nothings? Or maybe some more of that lovely praise you enjoy so much? You know, I could go on forever about how perfect you are. I could tell you how every little quirk of yours is just so endearing. And I can definitely tell you how much I enjoy having you here with me. Hmm, you really are my good boy. And I'm loving every moment of this. And there's something so adorable about how you react to me. It's okay to be shy and flustered, submissive even. I'm not going to think you're weird for wanting to not be the typical dominant man society expects you to be. You can let go, be vulnerable, and let mommy pamper you. It's these little moments, these touches, this intimate conversation that I hope help you understand what it's like to be in a caring relationship. So just relax and enjoy this moment. Let yourself feel how much you're valued and cared for. So, what do you say? How about we create more sweet moments together? I want to show you just how wonderful it can be to have someone who adores you. It's alright. You don't have to give me a definitive answer now, but I can tell you want to. We can talk about this again tomorrow. For now, darling, you need your sleep. I'll be laying here right beside you. I'll try my best not to cuddle you, okay? No promises, though. I can't wait to explore this new dynamic. Just you and me together.